Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we have come down to a restaurant called Vudu, which is in Worthing in West Sussex. We actually purchased a voucher on Groupon to entitle us to a lower price lunch, which is why we have chosen to come down here today. The sun is shining, it is a beautiful weather, and this restaurant is kind of an Asian or Pan-Asian inspired restaurant, so we are hoping for lots of delicious flavours. I'm hoping for sticky, sweet, chilli, hoisin, ginger, those kind of things. That is what I'm hoping for today. We have got a lunch deal with 6 different things to try today, so without any further ado, let's get in there and get ourselves some food. So we have sat down, we've got a lovely table outside. We were warned that if we sat outside, we might face a seagull attack, but we've done videos on the coast and even on beaches before, and we've managed to escape seagulls, so I reckon that we are going to be okay. Of all the food review channels I have watched, it does seem to be Gary Eats that really takes the flak from the seagulls, and let's face it, I am no Gary Eats. In fact, I am 2 boobs up and about 300,000 subscribers down on being Gary Eats. So we are going to take our chances because it is too nice to be sitting inside today. So although we chose to sit outside today, we have ventured into the restaurant, and I've got to say, if you were to come here on a rainy day and have to sit inside, you would certainly not be disappointed. So as you enter the restaurant, it's actually got quite a dark, decadent vibe going on. You've got slate grey walls, and they kind of pair perfectly with these deep green seat covers that they have. And due to the huge number of lights and mirrors on the walls, it certainly doesn't feel dark in there, despite the kind of darker colour scheme. They've also got decorative foliage, which really kind of carries the green theming through, and the bar creates a really stunning focal point, and it showcases all of the alcohol that they have available. Now, all in all, I absolutely love the theming in this restaurant, which clearly had loads of thought and effort put into it. I would be more than happy to spend an afternoon or an evening sitting in there kind of sipping on cocktails. We have got a plethora of menus here. We have got with our Groupon voucher, and they do have a Groupon voucher menu, which I'm guessing means that the Groupon offer is kind of a long-standing thing. We are entitled to a dinner for 2, which is 1 grazie dish, 1 dim sum dish, 2 earth dishes, 2 land or ocean dishes up to £14 per dish, and 2 cocktails, 1 each, up to £12.50 per cocktail. So looking at the menu, in terms of the grazie, they have got olives, Thai prawn crackers, edamame and sourdough loaf. Dim sum, you've got a selection of dim sum rolls, gyoza, general kind of dim sum, things like that. Ocean, some chili, shrimp, teppanyaki and some squid. A selection of earth dishes including sake balls, sesame gochu fries, halloumi, padron peppers, and the land is gochujang chicken, crispy chili beef, char siu pork, chicken satay. So we are going to peruse, and between Wayne and myself, we're going to work out what we fancy from that. The cocktails, we have actually just ordered our cocktails. I have gone for one called a bonbon. It said have a 20p piece ready or you'll miss out. I did have a 20p piece ready. I made sure I got one this morning because I did check out the menu before we arrived. She has said that the 20p piece thing no longer works because someone ruined it for everyone and the machine no longer works. But apparently it still comes out of some sort of machine, so that's going to be fun. So I'm going with a bonbon. Wayne is being rather boring, if I do say so myself, and going for a Long Island iced tea. It is perfect for this weather, but they've got so many other ones on here. But there is a nice selection of cocktails, so I'm looking forward to trying that. I don't generally drink. I'm not a big drinker at all. So by the end of this review, goodness knows what I will be saying.
One's in there for you to grab as well.
Right, okay. So I take the drink just out of the top, yeah?
Yeah.
And then what do I do with it?
Just your bonbons as well.
Do they go in the drink or do they just go in my mouth? Just in my mouth, okay. Oh, fancy. Oh, well, I like a bit of decoration.
Don't drink the dry ice.
I'm not.
It is dry ice.
Yeah. It must be dry ice.
Some people do, and it's like before we get a chance, they don't drink.
Yeah,
That's wicked.
You need to leave it there, or do you want to take it?
Or you can leave it there for a bit. It's fun.
That's right, we won't take it.
Thank you. Right, I'm going to test this now and see See what it tastes like. That tastes good. I can't even remember what it was that was in my cocktail. So, my bonbon is lemon gin, elderflower liqueur, apple foamer, lemon and meringue foam. Also, this foam on the top is meringue. I do like a bit of meringue. Let's try this foam. There you go. That is refreshing. That's actually really refreshing. I really like that. I only got it because of the fascination with the 20p piece, but it's a good choice. And some bonbons as well.
I guess the 20p used to go in there.
Yeah, so it would have done and you would have turned it yourself, but now they just give them to you in a little glass. That's all right. What do we make of the bonbons? And actually, last time I had a bonbon, I pulled a filling out of my tooth. So we're going to hope that doesn't happen again. I'm halfway through it. Fillings still intact, bonbon gone, drink good. Roll on the food. So we have now gone through the menu. We have worked out between us what we wish to order. For the grazie dish, we're going to go with Thai prawn crackers. For our choice of dim sum, we are going for pork gyoza. For our ocean dish, we are going with the squid, so fried fresh squid, garlic and sesame mayonnaise. For our land dish, we're having char siu pork, so a slow roasted shoulder with steamed rice and spring onion. And for our two earth dishes, we are going for sake balls, which is panko fried sushi rice, sweet soy, cheese, sake and wasabi tartar, and the padron peppers with soy, sesame and red smoked salts. So really looking forward to this lot turning up. We haven't even ordered it yet, so there's going to be a little bit of a wait, but already really looking forward to testing this out, and we will see you when the food gets here. So our starter, if you can call it that, has arrived. We've got our chili prawn crackers. I've got a feeling they're going to bring things out individually, so we're going to dig straight in with the prawn crackers and let you know what we think. So the prawn cracker itself has got a really nice crisp to it, very, very crispy indeed. There is definitely a hint of chili there. Good prawn flavour too. Let's try the sweet chili dip. How much do we take? I don't know. We just take a wedge. That's probably a little bit too much, considering that's probably meant to last the whole bowl, but we want to get a good flavour, don't we? So let's try and get a good flavour. And that, to me, has got the perfect amount of heat. It's not blow your head off chili at all. It is, I would say, verging on the mild side. Hiya! And I think I may have got a little bit confused there, because actually, whilst I've been nibbling on my prawn cracker, another two dishes have arrived. The sweet chili sauce, a very nice flavour. A really good sweet chili sauce. Is it homemade? I'm not sure on that. I couldn't judge whether that is homemade or not. It has got a slight taste of perhaps a commercial one, but it is difficult to tell, so I'm honestly not going to make a judgment either way with that. What I will say is a very nice sweet chili sauce. It is sweet, it is chili, it is everything you want it to be, and it goes incredibly well with the crackers. I think we need to move on to a couple of these mains now, which look absolutely amazing. So all of a sudden, we have got a mountain of food in front of us. I was very, very wrong about things coming out individually. It makes me incredibly happy to see it all, because it all looks so beautifully presented as well. I've obviously already talked about the Thai prawn crackers. I would say we have got our squid here. We have got our pork gyoza here, our padron peppers, our char siu pork, and our sake rice balls. Where do I begin? Who knows? Let's just go with the one closest to me, which is the pork gyoza. And they are in quite a little pool of what I am presuming is some kind of soy dressing, purely because of the colour. Crack into it. And And that looks quite tasty on the inside. Can't see any hint of vegetables, which for me is a massive bonus. I am going to try this half, then I'm going to dip the second half into the sauce. Oh, I'll tell you what, that is so good. It's almost got a little bit of heat to it as well. The pork flavour is coming through really nicely. There are other hints of flavour in there too, a little bit of spicing. It has definitely had seasoning. Let me dip it into this soy dressing because obviously that is what it is meant to be there for. I'll take a little bit of the spring onion too. Oh, just a little bit. That soy dressing goes so well with those gyozas. There's not a lot I can say other than very, very delicious, perfectly seasoned, a good flavour coming through from the pork. Top notch on those. Right, padron peppers are the ones that are next to me. It's the decorated, wrong word, but you know what I mean, decorated with sesame seeds. Now, padron peppers, they don't require a knife and fork, do they? They require fingers. Now, I feel a little bit like I'm playing padron pepper roulette because apparently 1 in every 10 is a little bit spicier. I got lucky this time. This one is not hot. It has got a nice flavour. It is cooked well. It's got a little bit of bite to it, but the charring on the side is adding a really nice flavour too. I like those. They've got a good flavour, and Wayne has just told me they'd be nice with a sherry, but I am no Dot Cotton. I don't have sherries. I have Coca-Colas or cocktails. Right, so we have done crackers, we've done gyoza, we have done peppers. Now we need to do squid. I'm gonna grab this bit, and squid is one of those things that I do find can be cooked really nicely, or it can be cooked to be a little bit chewy if it's done a little bit too long or a little bit too short. Got a nice tempura coating there. It feels nice and crispy. Let's chop it in half and see what the actual squid itself is like. Looks good. What does it taste like? Again, it has been cooked well. It is not chewy. It has got a nice flavour. I would say that tempura has been nicely seasoned with some salt and some pepper because they are the predominant flavours that I'm getting through the tempura batter. Squid itself, nice and soft. A little bit of bite to it. Very tasty. So far, so good with all of the dishes that we have eaten. And yeah, that tempura batter has got a really nice crisp to it. It's not the lightest tempura batter that I've ever had, but it is by no means heavy or unpleasant. It is still very, very nice, and it has got such nice flavour to it. Right, char siu pork. Now, let me grab the little bit on the end here. I'm going to take some rice as well. I'm literally just going to go in, grab this piece on the end and transfer it to my plate with just a little bit spring onion to make it still look pretty, like so. And now I'm going to destroy it with my knife and fork. So cutting in half. Now this does feel a little bit on the tougher side. And looking at the inside there, that does actually look quite dry to me. Is this going to be the first disappointment out of the dishes? We've got 6 dishes, so there's no doubt that one of them is probably going to be one that isn't quite to my taste. But let's see, it might be completely different once it's in my mouth. Now actually, it is on the drier side, but it is not super dry. It is not too dry. It is definitely on the drier side, but it's got a nice flavour. I'm going to use this other bit here just to mop up some of this sauce here, because I haven't got a massive flavour of sauce yet. Let's see what the sauce is like. And obviously the sauce is going to help combat any dryness anyway. So in that sauce, I'm getting a strong flavour of hoisin. That is perhaps the predominant flavour that is coming through. I enjoy hoisin. It is one of my favourite sauces when I'm eating Asian food. So I'm very happy with that flavour. It does help combat the slight dryness of the pork. I would say the pork is slightly less fatty than I would normally expect from, was it pork shoulder that we had? Slightly less fatty than I would imagine, which may please some people. Personally, I like a little bit of fat on my food. Perhaps I'm just a greedy piggy. I'm now trying the rice with the last little remaining bit of pork and the sauce. And in that last little mouthful, I have my bit of spring onion as well, which is adding a nice little crunch to the dish, a nice little bit of freshness. Overall, really enjoyed this one too. So lastly, we have our sake rice balls. Now if I just steal this one from here, the other one is obviously for Wayne. What is that on the top of it? I'm not entirely sure. I want to say orange peel, but that would be... No. Something else that's orange? Quite possibly. A crispy carrot, in fact. I'm not going to lie. Wayne's just mouthed the word crispy carrot to me. I would have said orange peel. That looks good. That looks good. So a sake rice ball looks similar perhaps to the risotto balls that I had when we were down in Hove recently. That was the first time I'd had risotto balls. I realised how much I enjoyed them, and this looks similar, so I'm hoping it's going to taste similar. I'm hoping for comforting stodginess. And that is exactly what I have got. Really nice. A lovely, good stodgy consistency. You know, when you want that kind of comforting stodge, I can taste the cheese in there. It's all cooked really well. I like the flavours that are coming through here. And I'm almost getting a hint of citrus in there as well. There is something that is giving it a slight acidic tang in a good way. Really helps cut through the flavours of the cheese. You know, you've got that kind of acidity to balance it nicely. Really liking it. Do I attempt to try the dressing? It looks like there is dill in there, which I am not the biggest biggest fan of the flavour. Possibly red onion, maybe? Pickled gherkins, red onion or cabbage. I think it's red onion. Let's try it out though. It is like, I would say, kind of a posh tartar sauce. And actually, although in real life I'm not the biggest fan of gherkins, that actually goes so well with the sake balls because you've got the acidity that really helps cut nicely through the stodge, through the richness of the cheese. It works really, really well. Overall, everything we have been served to today, I've liked. There is nothing that I haven't liked. I even like the sauce with the gherkins. Perhaps I'm going to be a gherkin convert, who knows? But I'm going to eat up the rest of this now, let Wayne get started on everything as well, because at the minute he's just been watching me. We're going to get Wayne stuck in, we're going to finish this up, and then we will let you know exactly what we think of our small plate lunch today. More of this. So we have finished up down at Vudu now. We have come out and I thought I would give you our final thoughts. I'm going to take it in stages. So the restaurant itself, when we turned up, I really, really liked how the restaurant looked. It had quite a sort of dark decoration vibe going to it, but not in a dark and dingy way, kind of in a classier way. I really, really liked the decoration. Even the ladies' toilets, and probably the men's as well, had decoration and theming going through them. I'm not in my early teens or 20s, so I did not get any video footage of the toilets, but they were very nice. The restaurant as a whole was very clean, it was inviting, and the decor, as I say, was just to my taste, so absolute thumbs up to that. When it came down to the staff, we were served initially by a lovely lady who was very friendly, very welcoming, and then when it came to the food being served, our server was called Harry. He was incredibly friendly, so helpful. We had a really nice chat with him. Absolute 10 out of 10 for the service, couldn't fault it whatsoever. All of the food I really, really enjoyed. We had clean plates at the end of that meal. Favourite? possibly the squid. I really, really liked that squid. Least favourite, there wasn't any least favourite. As I said, the pork initially, when I looked at it, looked like it might have been a little bit dry, but when I was eating it, it was good. It was tasty. Every single one of those dishes was finished. Every single one of those dishes was delicious. There's not a lot else I can say. Just really, really enjoyed it. Now, when it comes to the price, as I said, we had a Groupon voucher, and I think our total cost we paid with Groupon was £42 and a few pence. I'll put the exact total down below for you, but it was £42, 9p springs to mind. For what we had, including those 2 cocktails, don't forget that included 2 cocktails, probably why I'm slurring a little bit, or at least missing my words. Those 2 cocktails were included and we paid £42 something. For that, and for that quality of food, that is an absolute bargain. At full price, it would have been £84.50. The cocktails were around about £14 each, so £84.50 initially may sound a little on the high side. Take off near on 30 quid for cocktails and you are down to £54. £54 for 6 small plates. Again, you might think that's like £9 each. Is that a little high? Potentially yes, but for that quality of food, for how tasty it was, I don't think it's bad. I think it is a price I would be happy to pay. Perhaps not everyone would be, but I would be happy to pay those prices. I would definitely come back here. I would definitely recommend it. And I've had a thoroughly enjoyable day. I am full up to the brim and just very, very happy indeed. So Vudu and Worthing, recommend. Scoring wise, I think we will go with 8.5 out of 10. And I think in this day and age, there's very much a feeling that if you don't score somewhere 10 out of 10, there's something wrong. Absolutely not. 8.5 out of 10 in my mind is a very good score. It is well deserved. 100% visit here if you are in the Worthing area. I will be back. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you at another table, another time. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy our channel, and leave us a comment too. And we'll see you again soon for something else. Bye for now.